Thank you for giving me the to present a part of my research in the Environmental Research Center. I'm REMITA Feriel from Algeria, and let's embark on a journey of fruitful collaborations. So my research entitled The Green Nanoparticles Integrated Wastewater Treatment Station Design and Performance. Nanotechnology is the science, engineering, and applications of materials and devices with structure and component that exist at the nanoscale. So nanotechnology is like a key to unlock a future where the tiniest things can do huge things for us. I think we are all inspired for our love with to manipulate and work with nanoparticles from the lecture by Richard Feynman when he when he said that there is plenty of room at the bottom. So nanoparticles are incredibly small, and their size can be compared to various everyday objects. We have the human hair between 50,000 to 100,000 nanometers. The DNA is around 2 nanometers, and proteins are typically a few in nanometers in size. Bacteria also, which can range between 200 and 2,000 nanometers. So typically, nanoparticles are between 1 and 100 nanometers, and their unique physical and chemical properties make them a crucial element in many advanced technologies. So there is many types of nanoparticles. We can talk about quantum dots, carbon nanotubes, polymeric nanoparticles, liposomes, magnetic nanoparticles, nano diamonds, biological nanoparticles, and ceramic nanoparticles. We have also many kinds of nanoparticle synthesis, including the chemical reduction, laser ablation, template synthesis. But as we are in the Environmental Research Center, care about the environment, we try to use always an eco-friendly methods, which are the green synthesis. Why green synthesis? Because it's biologically synthesis, plant-mediated, and bio-inspired, synthesized, non-toxic, energy efficiency, and reduced chemicals. Green nanoparticles properties that are biocompatible when they are used as a renewable resource, energy efficiency, and cost effectiveness. Also, we are curious about the low environmental impact. Okay, we apply nanoparticles in many fields, including energy and environment, food preservation, textile and clothing, medicine and health, and biotechnology and agriculture. But in this research, I'm focusing on how can I use green nanoparticles in treating water. So how can these green tiny things treat water? By we use it as disinfectors. It has a powerful impact on removing heavy metals, arsenic removal also, and we use it to filtrate, to enhance filtration, and for water clarification. Also as catalytic degradation of pollutants and nanofiltration and reverse osmosis membrane. Green nanoparticles has a powerful impact on treating water from microbial, and it can remove organic contaminants. Nanoparticles can absorb pollutants in water, and we can use floating nanoparticles. We synthesize nanoparticles which has spongious properties that can treat water, treat anything on the surface of water. Also, they are photocatalysis. Why we should actually start to, we can say, buy or sell nanoparticles. Here we are, the example of the United States gold nanoparticles market size, which is increasing through years. So we are now assessing the market demand of green nanoparticles. Is crucial. Industries such as healthcare, agriculture, cosmetic, and environmental remediation are actively seeking sustainable and environmentally friendly solutions, making green nanoparticles appealing. Also for their cost efficiency and environmental impact assessment and others. Nanoparticles also are natural solvents that they can combine with natural solvents like sawdust, rice, and husks, etc. Actually, green nanoparticles can be incorporated into nanocomposite material like absorbent mates or filters. Nanoparticles can be modified to have both hydrophobic and hydrophilic regions, like properties allows them to selectively interact with hydrocarbons, which we can say that hydrocarbons are the most difficult pollutant that we can treat in water. Also for biological remediation and regeneration and reuse, because depending on the nanoparticles type and contamination level, some green nanoparticles can be regenerated and reused, making them cost effective in the long run. Nanoparticles are used nanoparticles used to treat other pollutants such as textile and dye pollution, nuclear contamination, air pollution, soil remediation, groundwater contamination, industrial, chemical, and toxin, pharmaceutical and personal care products, agricultural runoff, and microplastic pollutions. So our project that are handled in the Environmental Research Center called the WTMPS station has per objective to treat water from pollution using green nanoparticles which are eco-friendly and low cost, and using the solar cells that are made of nanoparticles. So this project is sustainable and eco-friendly approach. By this station, we can treat seas, rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. So the pollution of water can destroy the economy and have a negative impact on well-being, and polluted water negatively affect ecosystem. So the solution here is to treat and clean water, recover pollution, and promote sustainable through green nanoparticles. Depending on the type of nanoparticles extracted, mainly from plants, we can treat the many kinds of pollutant. For example, the graphene can treat organic waste and hydrocarbons. Zinc oxide nanoparticles and iron oxide nanoparticles can treat water from metal waste, and other mixtures of nanoparticles which are magnetic. Generally, they are anti-microorganism and other rough pollutants. So a functional prototype of WTMPS station has been developed and successfully demonstrated. This prototype features a magnetic stirrer in the first tank, facilitating the efficient mixing of nanoparticles with contaminant water. Additionally, in the second and the third tank, a magnetic system has been integrated to effectively separate we can say hydrocarbons in this case, or other pollutants from the water, showcasing the transformative impact of nanoparticles on hydrocarbons. We can here in this picture see clearly the three tanks used in to separate pollutant from water, and with the steerer that is running with the solar cells made of nanoparticles. So as additional value, we have this new technique to incorporate green nanoparticles in this time to absorb energy and generate electricity efficient electricity. Um, as we can control the shape of nanoparticles, we can made a lot of shapes and forms of solar cells. So this is the roadmap of the project. We are now happy to be in the third step. We are now exploring the potential partnerships and collaborations after doing our research and extensive tests and refinement. And we are now passing to the selling procedures. This is some places that we can place our station in. We have the oil spill cleanup zones, industrial water discharge, port and harbor area, river mouth, etc. This is the future conception of my station. We are thinking to make it small spheres controlled by artificial intelligence to treat especially the surface water from pollutants such as hydrocarbons that always stay in the surface of water. Actually, this station, we have the patent application submitted in July. And this is the potential industries in Algeria that we are now working with. So we installed our station in the port of Annaba, Sonatrach, Asmidal, and Fertial. Actually, this station classified the second in the blue hake of blue economy that is carried out by the Union European. And thank you for listening.